beautiful New York City on this great Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everyone. And just in time for Father's Day, a new poll showing what kind of dad Americans admire most. Okay, check it out. Comedian and actor Dr. Bill Cosby topping the charts. Woohoo, Dr. Huxtable, followed by President Obama. Joining us now to talk about his findings, pollster Frank Luntz. So you got to have a Father's Day poll. That's awesome. So give us some more of what the folks are saying.
Well, if they can pull the statistic back up, I want to make the point that Bill Cosby is the only nonpartisan father in America. Look at the numbers for Barack Obama. 69% of Democrats chose him number one, only 3% of Republicans. Now look at the flip. George Herbert Walker Bush, who just celebrated his 90th birthday, only 5% of Democrats chose him as number one. He was the number one choice among Republicans, just eking out a 2-point win over Bill Cosby. And the other one I point out there, because he's not a politician, Tom Hanks. 33% of the Democrats choose him as number one. That was the third highest, but only 20% of Democrats. And this was done for the Fraternal Order of Eagles, one of the most philanthropic, successful organizations in modern times. And they wanted to know which dad people loved.
Okay, so what is it that Dr. Huxtable, Dr. Bill Cosby, is doing that the other guys aren't doing to make everybody just love him?
Because he talks about family, and he's had a very challenging life, the loss of his son in a very tragic way.
Yes, I know.
But he always talked about family, and he did so with great joy. And Fat Albert, I mean, one of the great cartoons of all time.
Can you do it?
Hey, it's Fat Albert. And I actually look like Fat Albert, unfortunately.
I didn't see that.
You know, that's why you did that.
No, it wasn't a setup.
And he's been through generations. He was popular in the early 1960s with I Spy, and then in the 80s and 90s. So here's someone who speaks about the importance of family, and particularly the importance of fathers in the lives of their kids.
So in a serious way, I mean, how is it that, because it makes me a little bit sad to see even going for a father is divided along party lines. I mean, how can we somehow get people to get on a good page and the same page? We are all Americans at the end of the day, and how can we stop the fighting so much and the bickering and kind of come together as an American family?
And that's fair. Billy Graham, who was not on that list, Billy Graham came in 7th because only 6% of Democrats chose him as their top father compared to 34% of Republicans. You can't. You look at the spiritual way that we should be able to come together, but now there's a battle over religion. You look at the financial way we're supposed to come together, but you've got the so-called 1% in that challenge. You look at the cultural way we're supposed to come together, but you got the fight between the Northeast and the Pacific states versus the rest of America. It seems like we have these schisms, and I know I'm supposed to be optimistic, but it's very hard to be when we are promoting our differences rather than finding the things that bring us together.
Well, then I have a challenge for you, Mr. Luntz. Go do a poll and find some similarities in the ways that we are together.
We tried about 2 months ago, 80 questions. I'd be happy to bring it onto Fox News. In almost every question, our opinions are informed by our politics rather than any other standard, and that's a tragedy in this country today.
I don't even know what to say about that.
And I apologize to viewers because I know that this is supposed to be a positive, uplifting segment. It is what it is, and that's why Bill Cosby, please, if you know Bill Cosby,
I know him.
Call him.
I'll call him. I know Dr. Cosby. I will call him. Thank you, Dr. Cosby.
Brings us together.
Thank you very much for the segment. Happy Father's Day to Bill Cosby, Dr. Cosby, for bringing us all together. Thanks, Frank Luntz.